And I'd like to extend our thanks for taking the time out of the weekend and come here for this session. As more folks come in, they can join us, so we can get started. So today's session has a panel of 3 speakers who will be speaking and presenting collaboratively. Start with here, Jay Janardhan. Jay, do you want to take a minute and introduce yourself?
Oh, well, yes. I have worked with cloud and DevOps for, I don't know, at least last 10 years in my life. Right now I'm working with a company called Kaseya, where I have 2 data centers that I run, and that's what I'm doing at this point.
Go to Srini here.
Hi everyone, welcome to the session. My name is Srini Vijay Kumar. I work with Google, probably mostly taking care of their GCP platform and migration from AWS to GCP and stuff like that. So feel free to ask any questions. It's meant for a discussion session rather than a presentation or anything. So welcome.
My name is Samir Singhal. I work for Oracle in the cloud architecture space. And this has been a topic which has been of interest to a lot of us for the last few months. So we thought we'll put together a certain interactive talk on this to engage more of you. So now what we would definitely like to do is just go around very briefly and get a sense of what your interest is. Are you working in any of these technologies at this point in time, so that we can scale up, scale down our discussions based on that. So maybe we can start from this side.
Hi, definitely. My name is Venkat. This is pretty new to me, DevOps, but similar thing I've been working for the past 5-7 years. My main fields are like business analysis and quality assurance. But in quality assurance, we also need to make sure that we do continuous integration and continuous development testing. So some kind of I was involved in this, like with Jenkins, Maven, and Hudson, but not in depth with that. So I want to know more about this kind of technology in the future, so that I can make sure that I'll be familiar with DevOps and maybe move to this type of field. Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, hi, my name is Sapan Bhaskar. I work for a company called FIS Global. It's a very big company, but we still have the traditional data centers, and at least our business unit doesn't have anything in the cloud, so definitely interested in DevOps and cloud.
Hi, I'm Sanjay Badala, working with Intralinks, and I've been working on data integration as well as cloud integration, and just here to understand more about the DevOps.
And I'll introduce Anil there. He's the visionary behind Guru Virtues, under whose aegis we are conducting the talk for today. Anil, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm Anil Naik, and I work for Aris. And right after engineering career, I have been in the development for long and always brain the operation. So I'm here to learn about DevOps.
Okay. Good, sir.
I'm Shekhar. I work on Oracle Identity and Access Management. This is new for me. Just I want to learn the new technology, what's going behind this.
My name is Jim. I work at Silverlink, and we do release engineering, which is building individual components and then pushing manually. So we're still running local servers, nothing in the cloud, and nothing coordinated with ops so much. Like you said, we often blame ops for things that go wrong, so we're looking to smooth that out.
Hi, I'm Ray Burns. I'm a business analyst. I do sort of contract work, and as people sort of move to the cloud and this new technology comes out, and trying to get a better feel for it and understanding and how to sort of use it.
Hi, my name is Satish. I used to work for a Canadian company called DH. It's a financial technology software company. I have some experience in the cloud space, but there are so many vendors, so many technologies. I thought this is a good opportunity to catch up to the market and learn what's going on there.
Sure. And I will fill in for Uncle and Auntie here. They are regular visitors to our temple, and they are actually encouraging us by being here to try to understand the newer world of how we operate. So, welcome. Both of you.
My name is Prabhu Rathi. I am a retired civil engineer. I'm 80 years old. Always learned something new.
Nice. I wish I could say that.
One day.
Yeah, my name is Naveen. I work for Aquaman Technologies. I work in automation engineering, just trying to learn what is DevOps.
Perfect. So that gives our two new friends who just joined. So go ahead, very briefly, Sanjay bhai, and just give a one-line introduction.
Online, I'm Sanjay Saxena. I work for Millipore Sigma in the infrastructure team there.
Hi, I'm Swami. I work at Care.com as a product manager.
Perfect. So we'll start our session now. So we have a good mix of people with varying backgrounds leading into this talk. The agenda for today is essentially some of these points: DevOps drivers, what is DevOps, some key concepts, what are the technologies which enable this, the agile framework, some use cases, and a demo at the end. The intent is to keep this at a overview level so that we can talk more about the concepts and philosophies which are evolving on a daily basis in this field. And then again, depending on how deep we want to go, we can certainly answer questions or take those. So let's begin with what are the challenges we face in the modern enterprises. And this is something which I'm sure all of you can relate to, is that there is a lot of push from the management to grow, grow, grow. And a lot of times that is driven by the Wall Street compulsions that if you don't meet the numbers, then you run into oblivion. So growth challenges is something we very significantly see. We see very, very strong competitive situations where we need to push out the product features and product capabilities in a shorter, incremental, increasingly quicker time frames. There is a lot of push on reducing the capital expenditure as the money seems to be evaporating from the larger budget pools. To top it all, there is a very, very significant and a very fast changing environment with technology, especially with the cloud pivot. So with the cloud taking center hold, and here just keep in mind that in 2015, the global data across all the enterprises actually crossed the cloud pivot, means now there is more data in cloud than there is on on-premise system since 2015. So clearly this is an area of extreme growth. And this is something which you can relate to, that do more with less people, do more with less money. So all of these are the challenges of the modern day enterprises which are leading towards thinking, how do we do things better and how do we do more optimally? And this is the genesis over the last 5-10 years which has led to the evolution of the DevOps. So with that, now what are the real drivers of the DevOps? So what we see is that if you summarize this, there are 3 buckets there: faster time to market, cost efficiencies, and focus on business value. So as I'm sure that all of you in some sense or the other see this every day, the requirements of the business are getting complex and very quicker. And with the growth needs and with the acquisitions happening every day, there is a push that we need to be more agile. We need to be able to push out more solutions very, very fast, for revenue generating streams. Cost efficiencies, we spoke briefly about it. A lot of stuff which has been done manually historically over the years is now needed to be done in an automated fashion. So you can bring in cost efficiencies, you can bring in more agility. And towards the final point, the business value. So this is something which is actually increasing with how the enterprises operate. So take for an example, if a financial company acquires another company, what happens? What happens is that the business management says, we need to integrate the acquisition very, very quickly. And we need to come out with more revenue generating streams in terms of application or digital transformation very, very quickly. So those are happening at a very rapid pace and they become key drivers for DevOps too.
So one other angle for this is, if there are large enterprises and there are smaller enterprises, startup more companies that are coming up. It's a classic problem in the large enterprises because of their size. There is only so much they can produce and change in terms of the culture and things like that, but they are stepping up the majority of the companies. If you take a look at the other side of the coin, which is the startups, they don't have money and they want to be out in the market as quickly as possible, either to validate their concept of the product, and if they want to fail fast because they don't have money to support and sustain like the big companies. So they are left with no choice but to follow the DevOps rules in general. So that has been, and there are only IBMs or so many IBMs and Oracles, but the startups, they are popping up every other day in Cambridge, in Boston, in this area, and in the West Coast, right? So these become the driving primarily the DevOps side, and because they want to do the things fast and they want to produce the things at a faster rate. So if I look back from myself as an engineer, as a person who want to continue working in this field, I have some vested interest in learning this, because I know that this is going to keep me going for at least another couple of years in the industry.
That's a valid point. All these things actually are very relevant from the standpoint that how we redefine ourselves at this point in our career. And this is a change which is happening very subtle, under the floors, we don't see, but this is very impactful. So that plus a couple of other things to summarize on the technology side is evolution of the cloud and the cloud native tool chain availability. These are becoming a very predominant force in terms of technologically how do you go with DevOps and prepare.
Just to add another point, 5-6 years back, the industry standard is that you have a 5-member team to manage 100 servers. Familiar? Now, the industry is also evolving in such a phase that the standard right now is 1,000 servers for 5-member team. That's the phase at which the industry is evolving, which also pushes the innovation in terms of DevOps and how that can be achieved.
Yeah. So having looked at the drivers, what is driving this, what is DevOps? Let's take a look at that in the next few slides. So DevOps is a buzzword which is taken by taking dev from development and ops from operations and clubbed together. What it means is this. You see on this screen, you have operations and development. They both have their own charter. What is the charter of the operations team? My charter is to ensure high availability, all the time availability. System should not go down and keep working. But the charter of the developer is, well, I need to integrate the new changes, new features, what I want, I've been asked to do. And that is not what an operations